Tonight, a moment one Buffalo lawmaker is calling a big win. The city is now looking for a developer to help transform a long-troubled Allentown property. Councilmember Mitch Nowakowski says this could be a sign of what's to come for other vacant properties across the city.
2 St. Louis Place is a monumental shift in how the city of Buffalo can tackle slumlords.
2 St. Louis Place in Buffalo's historic Allentown neighborhood has sat vacant for years. Neighbors say the building has been a hotspot for trespassers, drugs, and violence.
They've seen deceased individuals on the porch, open drug use, vagrancy.
But soon the property will get a new lease on life.
The neighbors want to see that building up to productive use and people living there.
Councilmember Mitch Nowakowski has long called for the courts to hand the building over to the city. When that finally happened late last year, he called it a turning point. Now the city finally gets to hand it over to a developer that can give it a makeover that the building and the neighborhood deserve.
There are big apartments in there. They have some of the best views really of Allentown, and they want it to be a contributing part of the fabric of their neighborhood, their street, and their block. They want to have neighbors. What's a neighborhood without a neighbor?
The city's request for proposals hopes to find not just any developer, but the right one committed to preserving the building's history and its place in Allentown.
There is no appetite at all for someone to purchase a property and demolish the structure. I think it's a perfect job for a smaller developer to make this a wonderful building that is bringing in density, vibrancy, and neighbors and people living back on that street.
Nowakowski hopes that this process sends the message that other blighted buildings could be next.
So for the city and myself to win abandonment proceedings on this property are now a template for the law department on other tools that can be used to take abandoned and derelict houses into its inventory to then put it into the proper hands. Nothing ventured is nothing gained, and this is a big win for Allentown.
And developers will also have to pay up. The city is required to sell it for the highest marketable value. But Nowakowski says the city is not looking for the highest bidder. It's looking for the best proposal. The deadline to submit is August 11th.